आज की वीडियो में हम बात करने वाले हैं नीलम से, जिन्होंने अभी 4 कंपनीज ऑफ कैंपस क्रैक करी हैं, वो भी एक्सपीरियंस के बाद। तो यार इस वीडियो में ना काफी सारी चीजों के बारे में डिस्कशन करने वाले हैं कि यार तुम्हारे प्रोजेक्ट्स कितने ज्यादा मैटर करते हैं। तुम अगर कहीं जॉब कर रहे हो तो उसके साथ प्रोजेक्ट्स कैसे कर सकते हो। अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट यार जब तुम्हारे बहुत सारे ऑफर्स होते हैं तो सैलरी कैसे नेगोशिएट करनी होती है, एंड एक ऑफर का दूसरे ऑफर पे फर्क पड़ता है कि नहीं पड़ता। काफी सारी चीजें, काफी इंटरेस्टिंग कॉन्वर्सेशन होने वाली है, तो वीडियो को एंड तक जरूर देखना। और वीडियो को स्टार्ट करने से पहले वीडियो को लाइक जरूर कर दो, ठीक है। सब्सक्राइब कर दो चैनल को तुमने अब तक नहीं किया है तो। दिसंबर एंड से पहले 75 के करने हैं यार, और 75 के कब होंगे? जब तुम वीडियो को लाइक करोगे और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दोगे, ठीक है। तो अब बढ़ जाएंगे वीडियो की तरफ। सो करंटली नीलम हैज 4 offers and all of them from great companies. One of them is Walmart, the other one is American Express, one is Paytm. Which was the fourth one?
Sapient. Sapient.
Yeah, so काफी अमेजिंग ऑफर्स है, काफी अमेजिंग जर्नी थी। सो कैन यू जस्ट टेल अ ब्रीफ अबाउट योर जर्नी कि कैसे एक BCA के बाद MCA किया, देन यू डिड अ जॉब फॉर 3 years एंड व्हाट हेल्प्ड यू टू लाइक स्विच बाद में?
Actually, I have always had this thing in mind that whatever I enjoy, that is one thing that I take forward. So something I'm not enjoying, I won't be able to do it as a career also. So I always knew that I had to do something in computers. That's a vague idea, you have when you're in class 12 or 11.
Right.
So it forms a path when you go on and then things start to happen. So as I told, I did BCA because I was not able to really prepare for JEE and go for any BTech. So BCA started and I literally started enjoying, because in 12th and all, you just study a programming language mainly and then you move on to do other things. So starting from there, obviously that was the base of it. You start enjoying coding and then all these things start happening. And when I started BCA, then there are a couple of things that came up. So I had a really good professor who was like, he was like, you have potential, you can do it. He involved me a lot in a lot of real-time projects. We did a lot of wonderful projects. So that's where it all started. So I think I'll give all the credit there where it's due. And then MCA obviously happened because of a friend who told me about this, and then we prepared together, and then I cracked an IIT Bhopal. While I was in MCA, again there was a lot of support from seniors who told what is. You don't usually know, no? You go through I think it's easier these days, in at least last 2-3 years, because there is a lot of exposure that is available online. Right. I remember in 2015 it was still not that great. So we knew we had the seniors coming in telling us what to do and all those things. These are the sites you need to practice. So that's how it started. So I basically started 1 year before I was about to start with the placements. So placements usually will begin in the 5th semester. We started around 3rd semester mid, and you start enjoying the process of coding. You start enjoying and for me it's more of like, I don't really enjoy DSA and algorithm that much as I enjoy doing real life projects, or those. So that is what interests me more, solving problems and all those things. So that's how I have paved this. So it's not like there are people who are like hugely talented. I would say I'm not one of them with respect to DSA and algorithms, but yes, it was like till a basic level I was really fluent at it. So that's how it began. And then again, as I say, when we sat for placements, you have a lot of questions in your mind. You've never gone through interviews, and there is a different pattern altogether that interviews follow, and with every company it changes slightly. So I remember I had already given in an interview for one company, got rejected badly. So you need to come back. So SAP was the second company I interviewed for, and I still remember I was there interviewing, and after each round I would ask my TNP coordinators should I go back? And he was like, okay, just wait, let the interviewer come back. And somehow it got it fell into place. So that's how it is, just because I enjoy that process. I think once I start interviewing, I forget about all the nervousness and everything, and it's just one-to-one talking, and that's how it goes on. So yeah, I enjoy that process even of interviewing. So yeah.
So one more thing कि आपने बताया कि you like real life projects and working on projects more than DS Algo. So can you like tell me the importance of projects in your whole journey till like getting into all these companies? Like how much projects helped you out?
I guess, as I already mentioned, like DSA algorithms were never my forte as such. So I rather enjoyed working on real life projects. I think in BCA itself, I worked on a very good project. Usually people work on like other simple projects that you have, no? And I was actually blessed to have a faculty like that who used to push me beyond the limits. So that would happen. I worked on an intrusion detection system at that point of time. So from there, it led to the fact that I started enjoying, the kind of research that goes into every project. You are obviously, so at the end of the day, you're solving a problem when you are developing something. So I think once you start doing projects, you get a perspective of what is happening. And throughout my MCA, I think in MCA we did projects from a very different perspective. When I was doing an intrusion detection system, it was mainly focused on what the problem was. When I did project in MCA, it was bundled around the entire software engineering cycle, that you start with the ERD and that's how you proceed. Otherwise we jump to coding. That's what we usually do. So that was a completely different perspective, that you go to a sort of requirement gathering. So when we were told that this is how you have to approach the project, I took something that was a real life problem, and then we started, like we were a group of 3 people. So we'd do, like normally we would study, in requirement gathering, you have to do this questionnaire and everything. We followed the proper agenda that you have to go in like this. It was really enjoyable, and that's when I found that, okay, this is the part I enjoy. I like to ask people what the problem is, and then you go on and solve it. Coding is one part of it, but the kind of interaction you have, and I think that's what I follow in real life as well when I work with customers also. There is a lot you can learn from them. They know the product much more than you do, because you see it from a developer's perspective. They see it from some financial perspective or somewhat like that. So it's rather more important. They will catch some bugs you will never imagine your life could come in your product. So things like that would happen. So that's the real main. I think the fun of it is like working with real life project is that you get to learn so much, and there is a lot of feedback that comes in and goes out. So yeah.
Right. Neelam, how did you manage projects while you were working at SAP? Because काम के साथ projects manage करना काफी ज़्यादा difficult हो जाता है.
Yeah, again the same thing would come into picture here, that because I loved doing projects, and I always looked for things, like even in office I used to do a lot of fellowships apart from what I used to do in my, so that's when I think the Sridhar message popped into LinkedIn that, okay, if you're looking for something like this, or while browsing the website, I found that, it's very interesting when you look at the website also. So the way they mention it, that there are 2 real-time projects and then there's an externship also involved, you get that feel that, okay, this is going to be something really interesting. So that's what interested me like a lot, because I knew this is what I wanted to do, and that's how even I will learn. There's no amount of theory that you cannot learn from internet today. There is lot different resources, different way of teaching as well, but the kind of thrill and the kind of fun you have while you're really coding and understanding it's something completely on a very different level. So that's what happened actually. I enrolled, and then I literally found out that, okay, this is something else only. So yeah, because the way I was trying to get into some freelancing or something where I just wanted to explore other things as well apart from what I was doing in my product at office. So yeah, that's how Cryo came, and I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it.
ठीक है यार, क्रायो का लिंक इज इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन. उस लिंक से तुम जाओगे तो तुम्हें काफ़ी सारे और गिफ्ट्स वगैरह भी मिलेंगे. ठीक है, तुम्हें बस अपनी एक ईमेल आईडी सबमिट करनी होगी एंड यू विल बी गेटिंग 10% ऑफ. ठीक है, वो तो मिलेगा. इसके अलावा तुम्हें प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड कंपनीज के लिए एक मिनी गाइड मिल जाएगी, तुम्हें रेज्यूमे के लिए एक गाइड मिल जाएगी, एंड तुम्हें एक प्रोजेक्ट्स के लिए भी गाइड मिल जाएगी. सो डेफिनेटली चेक इट आउट, द लिंक इज इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन. अब आगे वीडियो की तरफ. हाउ एग्जैक्टली सैलरी नेगोशिएशन वर्क, बिकॉज यू हैड 4 ऑफर्स. So people don't know about salary negotiations. Being a fresher, I really have no idea about it. So can you just tell us about it?
Okay, so I don't know whether I will be able to help a lot here, because for me, I did not really have to do a lot of salary negotiation. So I played blind with Publicis Sapient, I would say, because I was at a particular package. They asked me to quote. The negotiation, or rather the discussion, had not happened by then. So I think the HR was super supportive, and throughout the process, it was just a process of like a week. So after 1 week, it ended, and that's how when beach mein we had Diwali and everything, so it got delayed by 2-3 days. But when he called back, I had already filled the form and everything. Noted, I gave my expectation. I gave my genuine expectation what it was. I was very sure that he'll come back, he'll try to negotiate with it, because it was way beyond anyone would expect. Normally you expect 30, 40, 50%. I wrote almost 100%, and I got it without negotiating. So amazing. They came back. Yeah. And with Walmart also, I really did not have to negotiate as such. I think it depends on the interview also, how it went. So there are a lot of things that plays at the back end, which obviously as interviewees we don't know. So I mean, I might not be able to really help into this because I did not have to really do salary negotiations as such.
Okay, but दूसरे offers का कुछ effect पड़ा? Like when you were discussing salary with Walmart, did American Express, Paytm or Publicis Sapient came into picture?
It
or
always
other way around?
helps. It always helps. I mean, it always helps if you have an offer in hand because you will be negotiating at that.
Right.
But it's, I mean, nevertheless, somewhat no, there are components that are there in your salary. I still am not very aware of the components because for me it has always been in black and white with SAP. Whatever we got, it was there in black and white. I used to show it to my father. Okay, these are the components. You can see it. If you see, if it's all fine, I'll accept. I'll anyways accept. But still you need to know what you're getting and all, and then you will be getting it. So for me, I mean, there are a lot of components, so company to company it will differ. So the CTC that comes out is very different. It will maybe with some company it will just have two components, a basic pay, and then maybe you will have the PF and all those deductions that you have. With some companies you have RSUs, ESOPs and all those, so they also matter.
Bonuses.
So whenever you're negotiating, just keep into mind that okay, these all things are going to contribute as well. So sometimes I think the base pay is usually here and there, maybe there is a difference of 5-10% maybe, but the other benefits that are there, you always should have a look at that also because they're extra.
True. Because stocks are a really good part of the compensation.
Yes.
They
And if it's
generally
a good
grow
company,
a lot. Exactly. They
Yes.
generally grow a lot. Because I have seen a lot of companies growing 100%, 200% in just 1 or 2 years.
Oh, it happens.
That is just crazy.
It's crazy, and it's like it's just not dependent on you, it's dependent on the market.
Exactly.
You don't know what's
Yeah.
going to happen.
Yeah. So thank you so much for taking out time. I had a
Thank
really
you.
great conversation with you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.